turn it over to our first act of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, Mighty Mighty School Project. Yeah.
Hello, we are Mighty
Hello.
Mighty School Project, and we just need a word being typed in the thing so we can do improv. Has anyone done any suggestions yet?
We got
Just a
miracle.
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 Oh my gosh. I know we agreed that we were going to do just a word, but miracle, I just need to say this for just a second. Miracle makes me think, I know you think I'm about to talk about that rock, but that's not true. Miracle makes me think of in sixth grade, for reasons unknown, we were, for 2 school days, we watched in our social studies class that movie Miracle, which is that ice hockey movie. And if I'm remembering it correctly, I think Kurt Russell is in it. I want to say Kurt Russell's in it, but basically it's about these guys who play on an ice hockey team. I don't remember the historical significance of this movie, why it was shown, but I loved I loved this movie so much. And I can't skate. I can't. Whenever I try, I just fall. But I was like, oh yeah, this sport, ice hockey, is where it's at.
Is there oh wait, did you have more? Keep going if there's a point to the story. I don't want to cut it off.
I guess the point is there's one hockey player I really liked. And
That's what I was going to ask. Is there a character in the movie that was significant to you in some way?
Yes, there was, but I couldn't. These guys all had long brown hair. Like this was like the 1970s, I want to say. So their hair was all long. I could not differentiate them, except one who was blonde. And I was like, that's blonde guy. Oh, and one had black hair. And I was like, all right, like I could tell those two apart, but the rest were just like, they all were these like Caucasian guys with like handlebar mustaches and this long brown hair. I couldn't tell them apart. But I like this blonde guy, and he got kicked off of the team, and I cried in class, and everyone made fun of me.
So the main thing about the character the important thing about the character is the fact that they had long blonde hair.
That's the only way I was able to differentiate them.
All right, we cut to 10 hockey players in a huddle, huddling up, going over the game plan in the break room right before the big game for the Stanley Cup. Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm in. All right. All right, let's all say our names and our mantras just to get in a good mental state before the game. Yeah. I'll go first. Okay. Jeff, life is good.
I'm Peter. Life is really good.
Jeff 2, life is great.
I'm Peter 3, and life is really great.
Peter 2, fuck yeah.
I'm Peter 5, and life is going swell.
Jeff 4, fuck yeah.
I'm Jeff 6. Yeah.
Jeff 7. Rock on, brother. All right, that's everyone.
Okay.
All the Peters and all the Jeffs. I just want to spend a moment of time with you. I think we got a good dichotomy on this team. We got all the Peters on this side and all the Jeffs on that side. Obviously, we know all the Peters tend to be a bit more supportive players, and all the Jeffs tend to be a bit more dominant. And as a Peter, I would just like to defer and let Jeff go over the game plan. One of the Jeffs. Well,
All
Jeff,
right.
most dominant Jeff.
I'll go. What? I thought I was gonna go. I really want to tell you guys to play. Okay. Okay. Here is what we're gonna do. We're only going to pass the puck to Peter.
Which Peter?
Peter, hang on. Let me read over my notebook.
Just remember, Peter 5 and 4 are out. That's why we had to bring
Oh.
in Peter 6 and 7.
Okay, then Peter 2.
Well, that's me.
Then you. I can't tell you all apart.
All right.
just-
Okay. Look, I decided we should meet earlier. The game doesn't start for another 20 minutes because I thought we might have some confusion with a couple new players. How about we each go in order, each Jeff and then each Pete. No, yeah. Well,
Yes.
sure, each Jeff and then each Pete. And then we say our name, our number, and one significant thing about us that differentiated us from everyone else.
Okay. Okay, I'll start. I'm Jeff 2.
All right, Jeff 2. You're supposed to let Jeff 1 go first. He's the
Oh.
more dominant Jeff.
Sorry, Jeff. It's okay. I'm Jeff 1, and something that distinguishes me from other people is I have long brown hair.
Okay. I mean, all of you guys have long brown hair, but continue.
My hair's, I think, is the longest.
That's debatable, but I see.
I disagree. I'm Jeff 2. And my fact was gonna be I have the longest hair of the team, actually.
All right, do we need to have a hair off? I had a feeling this would happen. I set up the I'll roll out the carpet, the stage. You guys can do a runway walk, and we can all judge.
Thank
You
you.
need to have a hair off right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Well, you should let Jeff 1 go first.
Oh, Jeff, it's okay. I'm gonna go first.
It's pretty long hair. It's a little curly, so if you're straightened, it might be a little longer. But I in my opinion, if you have curls, then the length is the length. You know, if you want to claim you have the longest hair, you can't say theoretically you have the longest hair. It's up to what we and our eyes can see at this moment, especially since we're talking about what differentiates you in the game. And in the game, I'm not going to be having the wherewithal to think, yeah, technically the curls, if they were straightened out, would make it have the longest hair. It's going to be a physical vision thing. I'm going to say that hair is not as long. That's not Jeff number 1. So pretty long hair, but I'm going to have to see what Jeff number 2 comes out with. Good job, though.
Okay, it's my turn. I'm Jeff 2.
Wait a second. As Peter number 2, I'd just like to say I think we as the Peters are supportive and maybe do have the mental wherewithal to judge that. I don't know that it should all be about physical appearance. I think it can be more of an emotional, mental thing. We can know that with his flowy curls, he might have the longest hair. I think the Jeffs as the more dominant ones, it might be all physical for them, but I, speaking strictly as a Peter, I'm just going to say I think I would be able to factor in the curls in seeing. Well, fuck, you're really fucking this up. God damn it. Well, now I got to think about that. Yeah, you don't have to raise your hand. You're a Jeff. Just jump in. Just dominate.
Can I please go? I really, I mean, or maybe you can just tell me I have the longest hair.
We got to do the runway. You know, we got to do it the right way. This is a hair off, all right? All right, we'll table this to this curls discussion for later. Ooh, yeah, walking down with a strut. Oh, more, okay, it's becoming more sexual than it usually is. Very, very dominant. I feel like this is maybe a good time for me to come out and just say that I'm gay. I was going to save it for later and make it the distinguishable thing about me, but I feel very sexually ready to submit to to Jeff number 2 here. Just with his walk, it just shows me he's going to put me in my place, and I would okay. All right. Well, honestly, my opinion, you got. I mean, I think it's almost offensive for you to come out here and say you got the longest hair. Your hair barely goes down to your shoulders, and Jeff 1's hair goes down all the way to his butt. But I think the confidence that you have in order to say you have the longest hair when it's truly, clearly wrong, that's something that turns me on sexually. And as the submissive one in the relationship, I would just like to say, I will think of you as having the longest hair if that's what you want to dominate me into thinking.
So I win.
Okay, I gotta say, as Peter number 2, that's some real weird stuff you're putting on, and we're just trying to differentiate the way to see how to differentiate which player is. You're turning this into a sex thing when we're really just trying to play hockey, all right? And I don't mean to make that an attack on like homosexuality. I'm just saying like it's not a sexual thing. We're just trying to win the game, and I feel like you're maybe projecting a lot onto there that isn't there. Honestly, I'm not offended. That's a great point. And I would just like to say, Jeff number 2, if you're ever questioning the idea of sexuality and want to discuss that further with me, you have my number. But I'm going to try to table that and just say that I don't think you have the longest hair. Jeff number 1.
Okay. Boo.
We cut to 5 hours later. They're still discussing. They lost the game. They never showed up. They're still really into. All right. I mean, I don't know. Now thinking back on it, I think sex is a normal part of human nature. And I think America as a culture is very sexually repressed, and we try to compartmentalize when it's not. I'm not saying, I'm masturbating while I'm playing hockey. Clearly I'm not, but I think sex is a part of our internal being. And if I'm sexually attracted to him and that makes me want to think he has longest hair, that's just a natural thing that's going to happen. And I don't think I have to be ashamed of it. Yes, you don't have to raise your hand. Please interrupt me. I would like you to interrupt me. I want to be dominated by you.
Well, I want to say that I agree with a lot of what you're talking about, especially because when I have questions about sex, I don't know where to go.
Wow. Okay. This is kind of blowing my mind because this is sort of a fantasy coming to life. I mean, we're literally in a locker room, all right, and we're all half naked. It's a very homoerotic, and wow. Okay. Okay. If you would like to discuss further, we can definitely do that. Hockey is sort of, I guess, on the back burner. I was real excited to try to win the championship, and we got way sidetracked. So here we are. I know the reporters try to come in and ask us why we never showed, and we sort of locked them out because we really wanted to figure out this name thing. So, I don't know. Hockey seems a million miles away. Now I just really want to. Wow. So you've been thinking about sexuality, huh?
Well, I don't know if it's about sexuality, but I have been thinking about sex. Like, for example, when I was in high school, someone once told me that Marilyn Manson removed their ribs so he could give himself a blowjob. Does anyone know if that's actually something that happened?
Peter number 4 here. It's a popular rumor. It never actually happened, but he celebrated the rumor because it fit with his brand and aesthetic.
Well, see, that's why I think we need to support each other. I have nowhere else to go to ask these questions.
All right, that's okay. Can I have a sidebar with Peter number 4? Can we just step away from the group?
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah.
I'm having a thing going on with Jeff number 2, okay? And I don't want you butting in and giving him trivia. It's going to make you attracted to him. I'm trying to get something going here. You know what I'm saying?
Peter, he seems confused. Are we not supposed to answer his questions?
If you got to answer for him, I just whisper it to me and I'll tell it to him. All right. If he sees you as the smartest, everyone knows you're the smartest, Peter. And if he, he gets attracted to your brains, I'm going to be out of the running. All right. This is a fantasy of mine that I've wanted for a long time. All right. And just don't screw this up for me. Okay. We got reporters banging on the doors trying to wonder what's going on. All right. The manager is he's probably going to come in with a shotgun at some point. Everyone's pissed off at us. And at the very least, we are going to get down I don't even care about the name thing. All I want out of this is I want to have a sexual encounter with Jeff number 2. All right. I
Okay.
got millions of dollars. Hockey's not that big a deal to me. I wanted to win the championship, but right now there are so many consequences happening right now. My phone's blowing up. This is an unprecedented thing that a team just doesn't show up and locks themselves in the locker room. All right. And all I want out of this is one sexual encounter, even if it's not sexual, one sensual encounter, one romantic encounter with Jeff number 2. All right. Can you give me that?
Sure. Okay. Sure. Yes, I will try.
You know what? I'm going to give you my my hockey necklace.
What? Your hockey necklace? Your dad gave this to you.
Well, my dad was homophobic, so it doesn't mean as much as
well,
you.
okay. All right. I won't wear it then. I'll put it in my pocket.
Well, you can wear it if you want to.
But if your dad's homophobic, I want to show you I support you. So that's why I'm keeping it in my pocket.
I appreciate the gesture, but if you want to wear it, you can wear it.
Okay.
All right. Anything else to discuss in the sidebar before we go back to the group?
I support you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh.
I'm hugging you.
Oh, that feels so tender. Thank you.
I have another question. The question is.
Yeah. Again, you don't have to raise your hand. Just please interrupt us. It will turn me on.
Okay. Here's the question. When you buy condoms, they come in different sizes.
We cut to the reporters live outside. I'm here right outside the locker room. They blocked us out. This is crazy, an unprecedented moment. We're wondering, we're trying to sneak in somehow and figure out what it is they're talking about. All we know is they've locked themselves inside to discuss something very important and clearly more important than the championship, the 2021 NHL championship. This is unheard of, and this is crazy. We'll try to get some information and get back to you as soon as we can. And as soon as we know exactly what it is that they've decided to hold themselves up for, we'll let you know. This is Darren Shoot, ABC News. We cut back. Yeah.
Small, medium, large, extra large. My question is, how do you know what size it is? I was operating under the one size fits all policy. I don't think that's right. And I don't know where to go.
I just want to say, Jeff, I don't think this is necessarily an issue of sex or straight or gay or anything like that. It just sounds like you need to find a condom that fits you. But I'm happy to discuss that with you in any way, shape, or form. I think that's more of like a physical problem than a sexual issue.
Okay.
You just need to find the right size. Please stop raising your hand.
I'm sorry.
It's making
Okay.
me less and less attracted to you.
Okay. Here's another one. Sometimes.
We cut back to Dan. Again, we're back here. We don't know what's going on. We'd love to get in. I do have a. I will confirm that I've been texting with Peter number 4, and we would like to get some more information. All we know is they're discussing an issue that's very important to Peter, and for some reason it's apparently more important than the NHL. This is unprecedented in NHL history. So as soon as we have more information, I'm going to go to my source, Peter, and we'll let you know as soon as possible. Waiting for the text back right now. This is cable news. This is what it's all about. CNN's got nothing on this. Sorry, I meant to say this is network news, baby. ABC. I'm going to get a promotion. This is the craziest thing that's happened in NHL. And Dan Schnoot is reporting to you live. We'll be back soon. Thank God. God bless America and God bless hockey.
We're out.
Oh, whew. That was a thrill. I got to get this text back from Peter, you know? How you doing? Are your hands hurting from holding the camera for 5 hours?
They're pretty tired, but that's why they hire strong people to be the cameraman.
And that's why I trust you. You're my man. We got this.
Thank you.
If I get a promotion, you're coming with me.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Okay,
baby.
how about this? I just want to, if you're a strong man, I want you to break down the doors and let's get that interview.
Don't we want to respect the
No, I don't respect this. It's cutthroat, baby. This is news journalism. I just want to get in there.
All right, I'm breaking down the door. Here we go.
Go. Oh, there you are, Dan Schnute, live. Cut in. Are we live?
We're live.
All right, this is Dan Schnute reporting to you. We're in the room, and we just want to know what it is. Why have you been, guys, not, what's going on? Somebody answer me.
Well, I was asking my team some questions, some personal questions that I feel like we don't have answers to in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, even up to today. So here's one question that I have, and I'm happy to ask the camera and America about this. Okay, here it is. You say that you can only get STIs from sexual contact. However, sometimes when I'm a little tired, I sit on the toilet because I don't want to stand.
Jeff, I'm presenting myself to you. Enough of the factual questions.
I need
sexual experience.
Just let me get.
We're gonna do porn live, baby. Come on.
Let me get this out, though, Peter. Let me get this out. And
right.
Sometimes my penis will occasionally brush against the toilet. Could I get an STI from that?
This is Dan Schnute live. I don't know if you can see what's going on here, but it's a pretty crazy situation. Jeff has presented himself. We're going to blur that out, but that is his bare butthole being presented.